Media Evaluation Question 7. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product? Looking back at my preliminary task, I have learnt a lot about the technologies that I have used, the hardware that I have used and the techniques that I have used in order to make my magazine appear real and professional. In the preliminary task, I used a small point and shoot camera to take my photographs. These wouldn't normally be used to take professional photos for magazines. However, whilst creating my music magazine, I used a digital SLR camera that has allowed me to produce professional looking photos to use on my pages. I have also learnt how to make use of the different features on this camera, such as the zoom and focus, which is something that I didn't take into consideration whilst creating my preliminary task. These have allowed me to achieve more professional looking photographs. When taking the photographs for my preliminary task, I just used a building in the background for my mise-en-scène. However, for my music magazine, I took the mise-en-scène into more consideration and decided to take the photographs in a studio, having a white background for these photos. The use of the studio also allowed me to make use of the lighting that was on offer. This meant that my photos looked a lot more professional than the one taken in the preliminary task. Since creating my preliminary task, I have developed my knowledge of generic music magazine conventions. This is because I have studied similar products to my magazine, allowing me to pastiche ideas from each one and helping me come up with designs to use on my magazine. This is different to when designing my preliminary task, as I had not done near enough studies of similar products, meaning that when I came to creating the pages, I was unaware of what features to use and how they should look. My knowledge of the technology that I have used to create my product has massively improved from when I produced my preliminary task. I have gained more knowledge of Photoshop and InDesign. This includes the tools, techniques and options that this software offers. During the preliminary task, I was unaware of what tools and techniques that I could use on these pieces of software, as I had had no experience of using it. Now, however, I know how to use them effectively to make images and my magazine look professional. These are some of the tools and techniques that I have learnt whilst producing my music magazine. Since the preliminary task, my knowledge of web applications such as Prezi, WordPress, SurveyMonkey and Postgres have developed massively. During the preliminary task, I only made use of Postgres in order to record my ideas and plans. However, during the production of my music magazine, I have made use of all of these web applications. This has allowed me to record and develop my ideas more effectively, as they have allowed me to make decisions based on audience preference and suitability, generic music magazine conventions, and from my old designs and ideas. I have also gained knowledge on how to present my ideas using different technologies such as WordPress, Postgres, Cam Studio and Photoshop. I have used these to create visual plans and recordings of my magazine so that I can develop them. I have then uploaded these to my blogs so that all of my plans were kept in one place and they were easy to look back on.